Percentages. We have seen quite a bit on ratios in our earlier videos. In this video, we'll talk about percentages. What are percentages? Well, we know ratios are fractions on comparing quantities of the same kind. So ratios are fractions too. So are percentages. Really? What? Percentages are fractions too? Yes, they are. The only interesting thing to note about percentages is the denominator is always 100. So 50% is 50 over 100. We can use the term percentages or percentage, or more commonly percent, to refer to the same. Percentages are represented with a symbol as shown here. Why is the denominator always 100? Well, the word cent means 100 and percent means 1 in 100. We learn how much percentages are used in our everyday life a little later. But first, let's cover some basics. We write 20% as 20 followed by a percent sign, which is then equal to 20% equals 20 over 100. You can simplify this fraction of 20 over 100 to 1 over 5. So 20% is 1 over 5 or 1/5. Expressed as a decimal, it'll be 0.2. Let's look at the values of percentages written as a fraction and a decimal tabulated here. 10% is 10 over 100, which is 0.1. 20% is 20 over 100, which is 0.2. 30% is 30 over 100, which is 0.3. 40% is 40 over 100, which is 0.4. 50% is 50 over 100, which is 0.5. 60% is 60 over 100, which is 0.6. 70% is 70 over 100, which is 0.7. 80% is 80 over 100, which is 0.8. 90% is 90 over 100, which is 0.9. 100% is 100 over 100, which is 1. So, percentages are not new, but a special fraction, that's all. But they are used everywhere. You see a shirt on sale and we see the discount expressed as a percentage, like 50% off. The number of people who belong to a certain age group is expressed as a percentage as well. For example, 8.9% of the population is above 65 years of age. The rise and fall of the economy is expressed in terms of percentage of GDP, like the GDP grew by 3.2% this year, and even your rank in the class can be based on the percentage of marks of the subjects you receive. Let's look at some examples to understand percentages better. Compute 20% of 125. 20% of 125 equals 20 over 100 times 125. Striking out the common factors, 100 and 125 will become 20 and 25 when divided by 5, and then divide again by 5 will be 4 and 5. You then strike out 20 and 4 will get 5 and 1. So it simplifies to 5 times 5, which equals 25. So let's see the next one. Express 30 centimeters as a percent of 6 meters. In order to express a quantity as a percent of another, we need to divide the first term by the second term and multiply by 100. Here, let's make both units as centimeters. So 6 meters equals 600 centimeters. Let's express 30 centimeters as a percent of 600 centimeters. Now we have 30 over 600 times 100. Let's simplify this. Strike out 600 and 100 and we have 1 and 6. And then strike out 30 and 6, we have 5. This equals 5%. So 30 centimeters is 5% of 6 meters. Conversion of ratios and fractions as percentages. We can express a fractional ratio as a percent and vice versa as well. Express 1/4 as a percentage. To do this, all we need to do is multiply by 100. 1/4 as a percentage equals 1/4 times 100. Striking out the common factors, we get 25. So 1/4 can be expressed as 25%. Let's see how to express 2 to 5 as a percentage. We know 2 to 5 can be expressed as a fraction 2 over 5. Now, the process of converting this to a percentage is just to multiply by 100. 2 over 5 as a percentage equals 2 over 5 times 100. Simplifying, we get 2 times 20, which is 40. So 2 over 5 is 40%. Remember, we can convert a percent value to a fraction by dividing the percent value by 100. Converting decimals to percentage. We can express a decimal as a percent when we multiply the decimal by 100 and reverse it by division of 100. Let's convert some decimals to percentages here. 0.3 equals 0.3 times 100, which equals 30%. 0.024 equals 0.024 times 100, which equals 2.4%. 0.0031 equals 0.0031 times 100, which equals 0.31%. Percent change. Let's see an example with change in percentage. Rick got a salary hike from $5,000 to $5,400. Express the salary increase as a percentage. Solution. Rick's increase in salary equals $5,400 minus $5,000, which equals $400. We can express change in value as a percentage using this formula. Change in value as a percentage equals difference in value divided by original value times 100. So increased salary as a percentage equals 400 by 5,000 times 100. Simplifying, we get 8 times 1, which equals 8%. So Rick's salary was increased by 8%. If the price of an item decreased from $24 to $18, what is the percent decrease? Decrease in value equals 24 minus 18 equals 6. Percentage decrease in value equals decrease in value divided by original price times 100, which equals 6 over 24 times 100. Simplifying, we get 1 times 25, which equals 25. So the item's price decreased by 25%. Don't miss our video on word problems with percentages. Thanks for watching.